What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and normally I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, but we are back for yet another episode of The Cutting Board, and I'm joined today by John Hanson once again. Say what's up.
What's up?
So, we are continuing the trend of our ranked series here on The Cutting Board, and in case you didn't see, we're ranking all of the Pokemon starters from Gen 1 to Gen whatever one we're on right now. I think it's 12? 10.
I think it's 10.
10.
Yeah, I
Wow.
want to say 10. Also, we're not just doing the starters, we're doing the starters and their evolutions.
Yes, we are. I also snuck in a little stuff towards the bottom, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Of course, the rules here are simple in case you didn't see the previous episode. Of course, if we disagree on something, we're going to try to meet in the middle. So in this case, if Bulbasaur, if I think he's an S, John thinks he's a B, let's meet at A. Let's try to be civil here and really find our middle ground. But with all that being said, are you ready to be the best like no one ever was?
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like that's when I got to turn my hat backwards. But
Dude.
for the sake of ranking, we got a lot to get through.
Yeah, let's get this done.
All right, up first, number one himself, Bulbasaur. Now, also before we get into ranking, are we going just solely off looks, or are we factoring in like attack, defense, all that fun stuff?
I feel like it's a little bit of everything. Not just looks, but also just how much we like that Pokemon. In general, I think just how cool are they? How useful are they in battles? Just kind of that stuff is what I'm going for. I'm not like a super. I'm not like hardcore into the battle scene. Like I'm not a competitive Pokemon player, but I do have my favorites. So I don't know. Let's just go with which ones we like the best.
Perfect. So Bulbasaur, is this bias speaking? S. I'm right there.
That's 100% bias speaking because I would say he is a B.
No, it's already started the first one.
Yeah.
I thought we were going in a different direction. Okay.
Yeah. So Bulbasaur is fine. The best thing about Bulbasaur is his appearance in the anime. The Ash's Bulbasaur was really cool.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I've never cared about this Pokemon too much, but I've always like respected it. Charmander and Squirtle are always the other two that I would pick over Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur for me, like, of course, I'm going Charizard first playthrough ever. That's just the way things go. But later runs of Pokemon games, I never evolved Bulbasaur. I picked him as my starter, never evolved him because I seen Ash do it in the anime, and I was like, I'm gonna be like Ash. And I just like the
That
design.
totally makes sense in this game.
Yeah, right? Especially when you get into different gyms. But for the sake of placement, we can meet at A.
Yeah, A's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, Bulbasaur's good. I've never. It's not a Pokemon I go out of my way to get. Now, as for Ivysaur,
Ooh, okay. I want to hear this one now.
so Bulbasaur, like I said, Bulbasaur, my connection to him is more to do with Ash's Bulbasaur, because Ivysaur and Venusaur don't really make an appearance in the anime. I don't think he ever evolves them, does he? No.
Never.
Um, I don't really care. Ivysaur, I'd say like a B.
I'll take you up on that one.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like
it's just like
it's an awkward middle stage. Like for most of these,
Yeah.
at least some. I'm looking at the list. There are some that are kind of odd, but yeah. And Venusaur in the anime, the only standing memory I have is that one episode where they go to the island where they're all giant animatronics, and yeah, they had the giant Venusaur, and I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is scary.
yeah. I do like what you said about the awkward middle stage. It's like not every, but most second stage evolutions are kind of an awkward teen stage.
So
It's kind of
much.
funny. I've never thought of it like that. But now we get the Venusaur, who is cool, but also I would hate to be on the either the on the drawing side of this. Venusaur is so complicated to draw because of that flower on its back.
Oh yeah. I also think Pokemon Stadium has the best sprite for Venusaur for reasons I'm just gonna say look it up. He looks amazing. But yeah, that's my memory of Venusaur.
I'll give you that. I would stick with B though for Venusaur ahead of Ivysaur.
Yeah, that seems fair. Especially in the trading card game too. If I can, there we go. Look at Venusaur leading the charge.
Okay.
This is the line. Okay. This is the line. This is the line.
It's obviously Charmander is an obvious S, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say. I mean, for the sake of it, are we going full sweep? Is that too much?
I would say Charmeleon is an A. Kind of like we said with Ivysaur, that awkward teen stage. Charmeleon is just. I going back to the anime thing, I always just can't get over the fact that Charmander is a great Pokemon, but then when Ash's Charmander evolves into Charmeleon, he just becomes a total asshole.
100%. Oh my gosh.
I never liked that. I was like, why is there such this drastic change in personality for this Pokemon just because it grew up a little bit? I guess that makes sense if we stay with the teen angst angle, but like, I don't know. I was never a big fan of that. That still happens with Charizard, but I mean, top of the list, obviously.
Yeah. For the sake of Charmeleon, are we going ahead of Charmander though?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would argue that Charizard is the secondary face of Pokemon after Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
Even before Eevee.
Yeah.
Like, Charizard is, outside of Pikachu, he is the face. So, yeah, that's an obvious top of the list.
For Charmeleon, though, you'd think he would be a little more grateful because Ash saved his life.
Literally saved his life, yeah.
Just me. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much, but yeah, like, come on. Like, just throw him a bone.
I was never a big fan of that change in personality, but yeah. As for Squirtle, I'm putting him in S tier as well.
Right
behind Charmander.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've always really liked Squirtle. Again, the anime Squirtle Squad.
Oh yeah,
was so cool. But also, Squirtle is just a really cool starter. I mean, it's a squirrel turtle. Who doesn't like those animals?
Now, a question here, since we're on pretty much Charizard versus Blastoise. Were you red or blue when you got your first Pokemon game? Red. Okay. I was blue. I was always blue. But I always picked Charizard.
I ended up getting both and yellow. In the early days, I got all of them. But yeah. But red was the one I went to because I loved Charizard so much.
Oh, yeah. So here's another weird stage. Design-wise, I'm still trying to figure out why they chose to do the ears and the fluffy tail and then just get rid of it. But Wartortle, where are we going with this?
I am not a fan of this design at all. I would put him down at C.
C.
I really I don't like that fluffy aspect of it. I get that I think they're trying to go more into that squirrel area, but they kind of just abandon it, like you say, going forward. And I don't know. I never understood that design aspect of it.
I'll put him at C, because there's other ones here, at least. Nah, that's fine right there. Blastoise. I'm going S.
S.
Yeah.
I would go S as well. I would say definitely behind Charizard. I think it's fair to put him in front of Charmander.
Am I in... yeah. I'm gonna leave. It's a final stage evolution. Everybody loves those.
Yeah.
Everybody wants them.
Yeah, Blastoise is a cover Pokemon, and I mean it's really cool. It's a giant turtle with cannons on its shoulder. Like
Simple
that is
things
so
make us happy, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's it right there.
yeah.
Now, this line, from top to bottom, I want to get your thoughts on this because this line, being Chikorita's line from Gold and Silver, gets so much hate. I just want to ask you, where do you think it comes from, and do you have any hate towards this line?
Towards just the Chikorita line.
Yeah.
No, I like Chikorita. Not as much as the Bulbasaur line, but
Yeah.
I've liked them.
There's just so much hate, especially Meganium. Meganium, I think, is where this all goes, but we'll cross that bridge.
Yeah. So as for Chikorita, I don't hate him, but he's not my favorite. Somewhere between B and C for me. I would probably, if I were to choose, I'd say in front of Ivysaur.
That's exactly where I was thinking. Like, right in the middle. Obviously not beating out a third stage evolution here, but decent
Yeah.
enough to pass the other two.
Yeah, so yeah, that's fine with me. Bayleaf, I really like.
Yes.
I don't know why. We were talking about like the awkward like teen stage, but like Bayleaf is the opposite. I love
Yes.
Bayleaf's design. I would put him at A.
I would go A. Now, the question with that tier, are we going in front of Charmeleon and Bulbasaur, or like right at the end? Like right
Maybe in
around
the
there.
middle?
Right between Bulbasaur and Charmeleon?
I feel like the middle is a good spot.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know what it is about Bayleaf, but I've always liked Bayleaf.
I like the
but
blade on
then-
the head.
Yeah, the blade is cool. Maybe that's what makes it, man. Okay, next up, what's
Meganium.
I always get this Meganium. For some reason, I always want to say magnesium, and I'm like, no, that's not it.
That's an element. I mean, hey, if you're going to learn
Yeah.
something from today's episode, that's an element. There you go.
Meganium is basic and boring. You get rid of the leaf head and you just put a flower around its neck. Probably the most memorable thing of Meganium is its appearance in new Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, it looks pretty. In that game, it looks majestic.
Yeah, but it never looks that good in any other appearance.
I like War Turtle better. If that's any
I
sort
do
of
too.
if that's any sort of barometer there.
Let's be rough and put him down at D because
Oh.
I
Okay.
don't know. Never loved it. Now Cyndaquil. I love Cyndaquil.
Exactly. You can tell by the generation which one was the favorite, and Cyndaquil, at least for me, was right there.
Yes. Cyndaquil for me is an easy S tier.
Yep.
I would put him between Charmander and Squirtle,
Oh yeah.
personally. Yeah, I love Cyndaquil. Quilava is also really cool. Again, Quilava does the same thing Bayleaf does, where that second stage is really awesome. I love the fire on top and on the back.
Oh yeah.
I would put him in S tier as well, probably below Cyndaquil.
Right there in the middle, kind of.
That's where I would go with it. Yeah.
They ruined the sprite though. And the newer games where there's no fire coming out of these Pokemon, that ruined it for me for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
I just can't get behind that.
I get it. There was a time where I was like that as well, but I think that it kind of grew on me. Now Typhlosion, Typhlosion is fine. Not my favorite final evolution.
I would go below Bayleaf, like right between Charmeleon and Bayleaf.
I'd put Charmeleon in front of Typhlosion.
Okay.
Yeah. but still pretty good.
Now, this is Hisuian Typhlosion, which even though I picked this Pokemon, I despise it. I just don't like
really?
the design. I don't. I get the typing and I get the look, but it just, something doesn't do it for me. Like, whenever I think of a starter, it just looks alright. It doesn't look the best. And there's plenty of other regional variants on this list. I think this one's the worst of them, but, that's just me.
Yeah. I'd probably put him behind Chikorita.
Okay.
Personally, if you want to go lower, I could hear that argument, but I do like the typing.
It's a great typing. It looks amazing. Like, Fire Ghost or Fire Dark?
I want to say Ghost, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really cool for a starter Pokemon. Totodile.
Oof.
Totodile is fine.
I think I would put it in front of Hisuian Typhlosion, right behind Chikorita.
Yeah, I would rather go with Chikorita than Totodile, but Totodile is still good.
The final evolution, though, that's a different story.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Now, Croconaw.
Croconaw.
A Pokemon...
I've never liked that he looks like a caveman. It feels so out of place to me.
It's the belly design. It looks like a loincloth kind of covering him.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of that. Me personally, I'd put him in front of Wartortle in the C tier.
Okay.
Yeah, that caveman thing just always threw me off. Feraligatr, though, is fucking awesome.
Love Feraligatr.
Is fierce. That's an easy S tier for me.
The placement, though.
I would put him after Cyndaquil.
Okay. I see that. I'll take that up. Also, just keep in mind, we got all water, fire up top. No grass representation, but I think that comes to an end right now. Potentially.
Okay. You a big fan of Trico?
Sceptile, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But as far as Trico goes, what are we thinking?
Trico is good.
I would say above Chikorita.
Above? Yeah, that's fair. I don't think he beats out Venusaur, so that's fair.
Above Chikorita. And honestly, if I'm gonna just, for the sake of grouping, Grovyle goes right behind Trico. Or in front, actually.
Yeah. I'd say in front. I like the
wings?
The wings things. Yeah.
Now, Sceptile. This is an S tier for me. I really like Sceptile.
I don't have much of a relationship with Sceptile. I mean, one of my playthroughs I went through and did the Trico line, but I'm fine with at the end of S, maybe in front of Bulbasaur in A. Yeah, I'd put it behind Bulbasaur or Squirtle.
Okay. Yeah, I obviously will go Squirtle first, but now it's heating up, the Torchic line.
Torchic, yeah. Torchic, in its starting point, I've never been a big fan of. When we get down the line, I like it a lot more, but Torchic is, it's just like a little chicken, and I've never...
It's just there. He's tiny.
He's there. For Torchic, I would go probably C.
Ooh, C. Okay, Ivysaur's the
front
end.
of C.
Okay.
I'd put him in front of Croconaw.
Right there.
Because it's just a chicken. Like, who cares about chickens?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hisuian Typhlosion there is killing me, but it makes sense. I'm trying to look at the big picture here. But now, Combuskin. Is this a Pokemon you enjoy?
More than Torchic.
More than Torchic, yeah.
I'd consider him in the B range somewhere. Maybe between Chikorita and Totodile.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely in front of Typhlosion there. And Ivysaur. There we go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that makes sense to me. Now, Blaziken. Oh, boy, is this
love
a
it.
cool Pokemon.
Love it. Love it too much.
This
not
is
enough.
an easy S, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Now, the placement, though, on S.
Where in here? Blaziken is just so cool.
I'm thinking between Charmander and Cyndaquil.
I was gonna say, my love for Cyndaquil wants me to keep him in front of Blaziken, but Blaziken is so cool. We have to put him
So
up there
cool.
in front of Cyndaquil.
There we go. Nestled in. Right where he belongs. Now, full disclosure, I think Mudkip is the best Pokemon in existence. I love Mudkip.
Really?
I adore Mudkip so much. The whole line, honestly, aside from Marshtomp, that's just where it gets a little weird. But Mudkip in general, love him. I would go in front. Oh, this is tough. Where would this go? Would you meet me S between Cyndaquil and Feraligatr?
Ooh. How about behind Feraligatr in front of Koalava?
I was about to say I can move him back a little bit, but
I feel that's fair.
yeah, right there. Now, much like I said earlier, the sprites ruined this Pokemon, even though to begin with it was kind of dead in the water, no pun intended. But he just looks so derpy nowadays. He's got that blank look in his face. I can go below War Turtle for this.
He looks like he wants to be impressioned by a Ditto.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 1,000%. It's like you got rid of the personality. Here he's looking all happy, and the rest of the games he's looking like he don't got a clue. But yeah, I can go C below War Turtle.
I'm cool with that, yeah.
Now, Swampert. I love Swampert.
Swampert.
Water, ground typing, muddy water, signature move. I'm right there. I can go S tier.
Wow. Okay. When I think of Swampert, I think B tier.
Oh no. My heart.
So, yeah, I think this one we're gonna have to meet in the middle, find somewhere in the A range to leave him. Because Swampert just feels like that middle range between Mudkip and the second one,
Marshtomp.
Marshtomp. Sorry.
Where are we thinking in B though? Because that kind of plays into this too.
See, this is the thing. I put him in front of Venusaur and after Typhlosion.
Okay. I can get behind that.
I would say either at the front of B or the back of A.
Let's go back of A.
All right. That's fair. The Muddy Water thing does actually push him ahead for me. So I would definitely say back of A.
Even though when I played Ruby and Sapphire, I was more of a brute force type trainer. Just spam a move until they die, so no strategy whatsoever.
Wow.
But, again, much like Mudkip, I love me some Turtwig. I'm not going to go crazy with S tier, but he's pretty high up, so I'll defer this to you.
Okay. My problem with Turtwig is it always felt like it wanted to be Bulbasaur.
Yes.
It's pretty much the Mimikyu of the grass Pokemon to me.
Oh, yeah.
Turtwig.
Me personally, I would choose him over Chikorita.
Okay, we're in the same area then. I was thinking B range.
Okay.
I'm fine with between Trico and Chikorita makes sense to me.
Look at grass representing the middle of the tier list.
Yeah.
Solid. Nothing wrong with that. This one, on the other hand, Grotle. D. I can care less about it. Now,
I put it in front of Meganium.
That was my next question. We'll go in front of Meganium. It's just I don't get, like, I get it. It's a turtle, whatever. But at the same time, too, could we do a little more something with it? Much like
Well, we do a little
Torterra.
something in that final evolution.
Torterra's pretty damn awesome.
Okay, maybe the thing that makes me love Torterra so much is its appearance in the Detective Pikachu movie, where they're just giant.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. How they are. It looks like they're pretty much on a planet Torterra when they're moving. It's so cool. For me, I would go front of A tier in front of Bulbasaur.
Okay.
That appearance to me is just so cool.
I respect that. Only for the fact, too. Oh, here we go. That's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be like the giant land masses, and whenever you look at these Pokemon, especially when you play the games, it's very deceptive, the size of each of these Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, unless you like read the fine print and look at the weight and the scale and all that, you would never know. But yeah, for sure, Torterra is pretty damn awesome. Now, the Chimchar line.
I've never been the biggest fan.
This was my first Pokemon through this playthrough, Diamond and Pearl, but I don't care for the line outside of Infernape.
Yeah, Chimchar, I would probably put in the C tier after Torchic
Okay.
in front of Croconaw. That feels fair to me.
Yeah, and then Monferno could go right behind Grodel and D.
Yeah. It's just kind of another Chimchar, but not as good.
Yeah.
That the face paint thing is kind of weird.
Yeah, but Infernape, though, the anime,
Infernape is better.
he went Super Saiyan in the anime, and it blew my mind as a kid. I was like, what is going on?
I missed that. I never saw that. So
That scene alone, it just got me so hyped. Plus, firefighting, close combat, it's a good fighter. So, I can go...
I'll leave it to your discretion because you have that experience with the Super Saiyan thing. I never saw that.
You gotta watch that, it's top tier. No pun intended, too. I'm doing a lot of those today. I'll go head of B tier.
Okay.
Head of B tier. Right there. Infernape. Now the Prinplup line. This is where I really just... This is the one line, top to bottom, I don't care about. And I normally love water starters.
Yeah, Piplup is probably at the front of the line for me.
Okay.
The other two definitely fall down lower. But it's not really something that's high on my list. Piplup, maybe in front of Torchic in the C tier.
Okay, I was gonna give it above, like, Totodile, but I'll take the C tier.
I would rather go Totodile than Piplup.
Okay, that's fine by me. Now another, like, the same generation. It's two Pokemon that are just, like, bigger versions of the previous one. I kind of get that's the whole point of Pokemon, but, like,
Yeah.
design-wise, let's change it up a little bit. But Prinplup.
Both of these I would put in the D tier.
Oh, and Empoleon?
Yeah, both of them. I've never been a big fan of them.
Okay.
That's just me, though. If you have an argument, I'm ready to hear it. But...
No, it's whatever. Are we going back end of D, though, or is it really... It's negligible?
Yeah, let's put them in the back.
You might as well. Now,
They're nothing special.
this is the turning point for me with Pokemon. I played the games, but I really wasn't invested as much as I was. Going forward, I'm just like, this is strictly design based. I'm kind of, I'm out on it. So I'll take your word if you have any opinions on these Pokemon.
I'm with you on this generation, the one we're at right now. I didn't play Black and White. This one's Snivy, right?
Yeah. And then we got Servine and Superior.
I hate how it feels like I'm better than you.
Oh yeah. Oh
Such
yeah.
a jerk Pokemon. Snivy feels like a C tier to me.
Are we thinking middle, back,
Maybe between Torchic and
Chimchar?
Chimchar. Yeah.
All right. Now, Servine, it somehow still has legs and then loses them. Your snake. What's the deal there?
I don't know what's going on there.
I could put this back of C, even the back of D.
Back of D. Yeah.
Back of D.
It's the awkward middle stage of a not great line.
It's just there to be there, honestly.
Yeah.
And for the rest of them on it, I can go. I do not care about any of these ones moving forward.
Yeah.
Unless
Superior.
we're talking shiny, but shiny's a whole different
We're not.
subject. Yeah,
Let's not get into the
that's a
shiny.
whole other deal. But Superior,
Superior.
I like it more than Snivy.
Yeah, but not that much.
Yeah, it's barely there.
After Piplup.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
There we go. Now the Tepig line.
Yeah. I don't.
It's so bad.
Tepig's probably the one I like the most of these, but like, I don't like this line at all. I would go after War Turtle in the C tier.
You know what? I'm gonna put him behind Marshtomp just for
Oh, okay.
just for Mudkip.
The disrespect.
Yeah,
I
the
like it.
disrespect. And now we got Pignite again.
This is an easy D tier for me.
I'm right there. Are we going all the way in the back, middle,
Yeah, back.
back?
Yeah, I do not like this one. And then I forget
Embor.
this one. Embor is right there with me as well.
Okay.
Not a fan.
He has blue flames as a shiny. I like that, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
pick him any day of the week. Now we got the Oshawott line, which
Oshawott's better.
Yes.
Oshawott is better.
yes, better than any of them, honestly.
Yeah. I'd say B tier, but where do we put him?
It's tough because Samurott, the final evolution, both forms, I would put at the back of B. But for Oshawott's sake,
I like Oshawott better than them.
should we pad out the back of B with the Oshawott line?
Yeah, I'd say put them all there.
Might as well. Everybody
Yeah.
gets... although this one, I think its name is Duwat. It's one of those awkward things. I could put that at D.
That
Or C, my bad.
Yeah, I think C makes sense for it.
I'll put him ahead
probably-
of Tepig.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right there. Look at the 3 water starters, the
Yeah.
middle stages right there.
Hey, we're here. We arrived to the party.
All of them.
Pretty much
All
that.
of them are right
Yeah.
there. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot. The Samurotts we're going to put up at B.
Yeah, I'd put them after Oshawott.
Okay. And then there's the Hisuian, which doesn't change much. Slightly better colors, but, you know.
Not much there.
Now, the Chespin line.
Chespin, I like Chespin. I don't like its evolutions at all.
I
love
like
it.
Chestnut. I think Chestnut's pretty cool.
Okay.
Although that has no sort of like emotional stake. I'll throw it wherever. But I'm saying like if I had to pick out of the 3, I'll go Chestnut, no problem.
For Chespin, feel somewhere between B and C. It's not something I absolutely love, but
I could put him ahead of Oshawott.
That feels fair.
Or
I definitely would. I definitely would go
Typhlosion?
Ivysaur over.
oh, okay.
I would definitely choose Ivysaur over Chespin.
So right here. Right in the
Now that we're
middle.
looking at, we could probably move Typhlosion back a little bit. Put Typhlosion after Chespin. That feels fair.
Okay. Right there. The Hisuian regional forms are representing. Now, Quilladin. I had to look this one up because this is where it starts to get foggy. I don't know. Why is it a little ball? What's going on here?
I don't like it at all.
No.
I'd go F.
Okay. First one, but rightfully so.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that design whatsoever.
Now, I said I like Chestnut, but I don't like it as much to say it deserves anything better than behind Grodel.
Okay.
Or a little more than Grodel. Right ahead.
In front of Grodel's fine then.
Yeah. I don't know. I dig its design. I think there's something there. What it is, I couldn't tell you. But there is something there. Now, the Fennekin line.
This line, this is probably the most disappointing line to me ever. Because when I went with Fennekin, I was like, oh, Fennekin's cool. I like Fennekin. I despise its final evolution.
It's so weird.
Like
It's so weird.
Fennekin on its own is probably a B tier.
Okay. Now where? That's the big question.
Behind Combuskin, in front of Totodile, maybe?
Can we do behind Totodile?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Look at us compromising. That's how you do it. Now, the next one, Brexen.
Brexen's
I'll defer to you for all this. I have no feeling towards this line.
I'd probably put it right in front of Fennekin.
Okay.
It's still good, but then Delphox, though, I do not like Delphox.
Not one bit.
I do not like Delphox. How much do I not like Delphox?
Barometer here, is it better than Emboar? That is the question.
Emboar's pretty bad.
That's what I'm saying. I would... No, I wouldn't. Right behind Empoleon, at least that's where I would put it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Right there.
Yep.
Now the Froakie line.
We get into some good ones now.
Now it's decent.
Froakie's pretty good. I'd put Froakie in the A tier.
Okay, now where
I'd probably put him at the back of A.
Back? Okay. That's fine by me.
Yeah. Froakie's cool.
Frogadier.
This is another one of those awkward middle stages for me.
Are we putting it with the rest of them? The water ones in C?
Or the meme.
Yeah.
Let's put him down there. Put him with his friends.
Hey, the gang is literally all there.
Yeah. Okay, but...
We'll put him back here?
No, where he was fine.
Okay.
Greninja is an easy S.
Oh yeah.
Greninja is so cool.
That's my fighter in Smash. That's what I use. I love him.
I can't believe that they made a Pokemon that uses its tongue as a scarf, and everyone was just agreed. Yeah, that is awesome.
Sure, yeah, let's roll with it.
Greninja is an easy S tier. Maybe behind Blaziken?
Essentially, he is the water Blaziken, at least in my eyes, if I had to simplify things.
Yeah.
So, I'm right there. Now, Ash's Greninja. Where are we putting this one?
I've heard Ash's Greninja is awesome. I will leave it up to you because I never saw these episodes.
It's like a technicality. Ash bonds with his Pokemon, and I think lore-wise he turns into it or something. I don't know. It gets really weird.
Okay.
It's the same Pokemon. It just kind of... I'll put it up there in S.
Just with the other one.
Yeah, that's Greninja total right there.
Yeah.
The Rowlet line.
Rowlet
I
is
love
pretty
him.
cool.
Love
love Rowlet.
When he sits there in battle and he rotates his head and just kind of looks like he's existing, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's a distinguished fellow.
Oh yeah, the tie. It's perfect. Now, Do I love him enough to put him... I'm thinking behind Bulbasaur ooh. Not in front of Bayleaf, though.
In front of Charmeleon sounds good to me.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, here we go. Right there. Now, the next one. Dartrix. What are we thinking here?
Dartrix is still good. Not as good as Rowlet. Maybe Bakave.
Okay.
I still like this design.
I'm there. I'll meet you there. Now,
Decidueye.
I love Decidueye.
Decidueye is awesome. I would Bakave S tier. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. I'm right there. Great concept. Perfect typing. I dig it all. Now the Hisuian Decidueye.
This one I don't love as much.
I can go back of A? Potentially. Oh. I'm looking at it now. Behind Ivysaur and B?
I am feeling a B area for this one. Yeah, that sounds good.
Right there. Now the Litten line.
Okay. I like Litten. I cannot get over the fact that its fire attacks are its hairballs.
Yeah.
It's so gross to me.
It's just the little things in Pokemon that make you think.
That one ruins it for me. I can't get over that. Every time I think of it, like doing a fire attack, I'm like, oh, it's vomiting, and ugh.
It'll keep people away, though. It will keep people away.
It'll keep me away, that's for sure. I would go C tier because that I just can't get over that.
Behind, I personally think it's better than Tepig. And
yeah, 100%. It's not the back of the line. I would probably put it behind Snivy.
Okay, there we go. This was also the Pokemon I picked my first playthrough, Sun and Moon. Did I like it? Kind of.
It was fine.
And now Torcat.
I also just didn't like Sun and Moon.
Yeah, that was just, it was a fever dream. I just forget it. But, Torcat.
Torcat is better than Litten, I think.
Yeah. But do I like it? And where am I going to put it, though?
I would put it in front of Torchic.
In front of Torchic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take that.
I like that it looks more ferocious.
Oh, here we go. Right there. Now Incineroar. I'm a big wrestling fan, so this has a little place for me.
Incineroar is cool. I still can't believe that they used him for Smash.
Yeah. That was a little odd.
Yeah, Decidueye just made so much more sense. It's definitely the best of this line.
I like him more than Hisuian, Typhlosion, and Chespin.
I also like him more than Finnegan and Delphox.
Do we put him in front of the Decidueye, Hisuian one? Like right behind Ivysaur?
I say behind.
Behind Ivysaur.
At the end of the day, that is still a Decidueye, and Decidueye is awesome.
That is true.
You put him in front and put him behind.
Oh. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like Poplio. I wish we can delete this whole line. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I like Popplio because every time I think of his nose, I think it squeaks like...
Isn't that what it was based off, though? Like a clown or like the circus or something? Yeah.
It's all circus based. Popplio, I do like the other evolutions of it. I do not. I would put Popplio at the end of B tier.
Okay. Not
but
bad.
The other two fall off a cliff for me.
Oh, yeah. Brion, I think this one is.
Yeah, this one is D tier for me.
All the way in the back behind Emboar, is it that bad?
Not that bad. Maybe in front of Delphox.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems fair to me. I never liked this final evolution.
No.
It feels completely out of place. Not a fan whatsoever. I would go F tier. I hate it.
I'll take that, honestly. And
Yeah.
is it worse than our pal here, the round boy?
Uh,
Because this is bottom of the barrel. This is bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I
Okay.
really do not like it. Now
Now
we're in the Sword and Shield, and Grookey.
I pick Grookey. That was my starter for this game.
Grookey's fine.
I like him more than Fennekin's line right there in B.
Mm-hmm.
Not more than Decidueye.
After Incineroar makes sense to me.
Yeah. I'm right there.
Other awkward stage, though, I would probably put him down in C
Yeah. No, that's fine by me.
after Croconaw.
Okay.
Break up the water Pokemon.
Of course it would be him just standing there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I love Rillaboom. I love how he turns into this giant drummer set. It's perfect.
The drum set is awesome.
It's
I
so
do
good.
like that. Maybe after Venusaur in B.
I kind of like
Maybe back of A. That drum set is so cool.
It is. It is. Okay.
Back of A.
Back of
Sounds
A.
good. I love the Scorbunny line.
The very few newer Pokemon in general that I think they did a fairly decent job designing how the sprite looks in game, how it reacts. So I'm for this whole line.
The entire line I love. Scorbunny, I would probably put at the back of S tier.
Okay.
I love Scorbunny. Scorbunny is awesome. Also, I can't remember the second one's name.
Raboot.
Reboot. I love the pulled up sweater look. This one is just so cool to me. I probably wouldn't put it in S tier. Probably in A, maybe behind Rowlet.
Behind Rowlet. I would choose Charmeleon over him.
Okay, that's fair. I would actually probably choose Typhlosion as well. So after Typhlosion.
Okay. That's fair. Now Cinderace. I like Cinderace.
I love Cinderace as well. Cinderace is another easy S tier for me. It's so cool. I love the I can't remember the name of the attack, but it kicks up a pebble and it does a hacky sack, then does a flip and kicks it at them.
It's so good.
So cool. So cool to me. Cinderace I think is in the middle of S tier.
We're
Maybe
thinking.
in front of Cyndaquil.
I was just about to say that seems like a good spot.
Yeah, Cinderace is so cool to me.
The
Sobble, I know there's a lot of people that love Sobble because they feel sorry for it because it cries a lot.
Pretty much.
I always looked at it as kind of pathetic.
It's not a fun starter. It looks like a Pokemon you find in the swamp area of the Pokemon game. It doesn't look like the starter.
Yeah.
I can go. Yeah, I was about to say C. I would go behind Marshtown.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, Drizzile. My bad.
Drizzile.
This is
Emo evolution.
And E stands for emo, so I can go bottom of this all. It looks like they gave up. It looks like they just gave up designing a Pokemon.
Yeah, probably the front of the E line, but still near the bottom.
Now, Inteleon.
This one, Inteleon is so out of place because we've got the Crybaby, we've got the Emo, and then we've got a secret agent.
The Hitman.
It comes out of nowhere. That being said, it's still cool. It's the best of this line.
Its mega move is where it goes up into the tower and has a water sniper. It's is this a Pokemon game? What are we doing here?
Right.
But
probably in the B line somewhere for me, but where?
I would go ahead of Poplio.
I was thinking in front of Oshawott.
That's fine by me. That is
Yeah.
fine by me. Now, we're into the more newer
Scarlet
games.
and Violet.
Sprigatito.
Sprigatito. I always love the name Sprigatito. It's so fun to say.
Oh, yeah.
Comparing it to the other cat, it's definitely better than Litten. I'm thinking a B tier.
I'm thinking behind Chikorita or in front.
In front of Chikorita, maybe in front of Turtwig.
Yeah. I like
I'd
Trico
probably
more.
I'd probably put it between Trico and Turtwig.
There we go. We're doing a good job grouping up starters. I just want to
Yeah.
say, we didn't plan this, but hey,
No.
this is how it all falls.
It's just kind of how it goes, yeah.
So, up next, we got Florigato.
Yeah, this one is not as good. Still in the B tier, I would say. I'm thinking more in the Delphox area.
Okay, I would put it behind Grookey.
That's kind of what I was thinking behind Grookey.
Behind Grookey. Now Meowscarada. I don't care about this one.
Me either.
This is one of the ones I would keep as the second stage, because I like the second stage more.
Yeah. This one falls into the C tier for me. I'd probably put it behind Snivy.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like a good place.
Yeah.
Now, the Fuecoco line. I like Fuecoco.
I know some people too. It was the one I chose. But man, I just never fell in love with them. This is the only Pokemon that I got, the only starter Pokemon that I used that I got so tired of that I didn't see it to its final evolution.
Oh, wow.
I got to the second one and I was like, man, I am just going to take it out of my party. And usually I'm a person that keeps my starter in my party for the entire game because I'm like, oh, that is my Pokemon.
Yep.
I couldn't do it with this line. I don't love it. Fuecoco.
I would say better than Poplio.
Populo was the area I was looking. I was thinking behind Populo, but I will give you in front of Populo.
The only problem I have with this line, when I think of what a fire ghost, like Tyrannosaurus Rex, at least that's what I thought they were going with, I'm like, that would have been the best Pokemon ever made. The designs they could have done with that. Grant you, it's not too bad, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, Crocolore.
I don't like the sombrero.
It just looks weird. It looks so weird.
Very weird. I would probably put it D tier behind Meganium.
Okay. I was going to go lower, but hey, let's be positive.
The penguin ones are,
they're pretty bad.
yeah.
Now we have Skeledirge, my bad.
Skeledirge. Better, but is it that much better?
I'm looking behind Ivysaur. Or behind Decidueye.
Okay. Yeah, that seems fair to me. The Hisuian
Yeah.
Decidueye. Okay, yeah.
Now we got the Quaxley line, which...
A pompous asshole.
Call me crazy. I like Quaquaval, the final one, but all the other ones could care less.
Quaxley.
Uh...
Duck wannabe.
I can go C, behind Marshtomp, with Sobble.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a little better.
Behind Fuecoco?
I'm still thinking C tier. Behind Piplup probably is where I'd put it.
Okay. Behind Piplup. Up next, Quaxwell. It just... I don't know what it's doing here. Again, weird middle
Yeah.
stage.
Let's put him in the water group of second
Get
tiers.
him down there.
Yeah, get him down there.
Poor Thwacky, just kind of getting ganged up on right there.
Yeah.
Now, Quackleval. I like it.
Quackleval
I dig it, but
better. I'm thinking the back of B.
yeah. Now,
Is it better than Piplup? Probably.
I
Better
don't
than
know.
Fuecoco.
It's
in
weird.
that
I like it
area.
better than I like Piplup better, but I don't like Fuecoco better. If that makes any type of sense.
I do like that. Let's put him behind Piplup and then move Fuecoco to the back. I like that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice little rearrangement.
Yeah,
Now,
you put him in C tier.
oh, right here,
In front of, or yeah, right there. Yeah.
right there. Now this is where technicalities come into place. I only did
Pikachu.
this. I only did this because technically it is starter. Everything
It
you
is
see
started.
now is
100%. You get him in the yellow, and as well. I mean, obviously, let's go Pikachu.
I don't like Pikachu as a design. There are far
really?
better. There's better Pokemon.
Well, obviously, there's 1,000. There's gonna be a better, but Pikachu is so synonymous with the series. I'm not saying like top of S tier or anything. I would go in the A tier though.
I like the Rowlet Bayleaf area.
Yeah, I'd say behind Rowlet, in front of Charmeleon.
Okay, fine by me.
Yeah.
Now
And
Eevee.
because they love Pikachu so much, they also give him so many awesome moves.
Yeah, Volt Tackle to begin with is just
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
that's
great.
kind of what is putting him up there for me. Eevee is awesome.
Oh,
Eevee
yeah.
is the perfect Pokemon to be a pet.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
Eevee is an easy S tier for me.
Now where? That's the big question.
I would say we're pretty high up.
Towards
on
the top.
there.
I like him more than Greninja, if that's any sort of
I was thinking behind Charmander,
okay.
in front of Blaziken.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Now,
Espeon.
this is where I push my Pokemon XD and Coliseum lore. I had to get these two in. But Umbreon and Espeon.
I love Umbreon.
Yes.
That's my daughter. Espeon, I give or take. Espeon is just fine to me.
I'm thinking Umbreon goes between Blaziken and Greninja.
Yes, I like that. Umbreon is awesome.
Oh gosh. What is happening? Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
We're stacking S tier,
too big of a list.
right? But
Espeon is lower, probably back of A, I would say.
okay. All right.
Still good, but
It got you through a lot of that game. It very much was a tank in that game.
gotcha. I
Now,
played it.
now this is where the Megas come into form. No pun intended.
Megas.
Mega Venusaur, I don't like. I get it looks
Never.
bigger, but like, sure. Like at that point,
Great, you made him more complicated.
and I have them tattooed on my body. My artist hated me for that stuff, but
I paid him good.
I promise he's probably watching this. I'm representing. I'm not gonna do better than the original form.
No. I'm thinking C tier.
I was gonna say back of C, or am I being too harsh there?
That might be a bit too harsh.
Better than
I'd say-
Snivy?
I was thinking in front of Litten.
Okay. Right there is fine.
Yeah.
There, are we gonna? There we go.
Mega Charizard. Oh my god.
This is it.
So freaking cool.
This is
Easy
it.
S tier.
Now this is the question. Is it better than the OG?
The 90s kid in me says no.
I know. I'm gonna let you say it. You got this.
But man, he is so cool.
He is. The blue flames coming from his mouth. The color scheme.
The jagged wings.
Oh.
So cool. I'm gonna say behind OG Charizard.
Gotta pay respect. I'm there. I don't like this Charizard. I mean, I don't like it more than the previous one.
No. I'd drop him down into the A tier.
I would prefer him in the Typhlosion, like middle of the pack area.
That's actually exactly what I was thinking. Probably behind Typhlosion.
Yeah.
Blastoise is pretty cool in its Mega form. The giant cannon over the head always kind of threw me off a little bit.
They're just like, let's add more. Might as well.
Yeah, they could have definitely done more with that. Blastoise.
I like him for in that Totodile range, potentially.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds good.
Before or after, are we thinking?
Probably after, because I definitely choose that over Ivysaur, but Totodile is pretty cool.
Now, Mega Sceptile. It's got that grass dragon. Oh,
I will leave this one up to you.
Okay.
I do not have experience with it.
I like the typing, and it looks decent, but I'm thinking B tier, potentially behind Hisuian Decidueye.
Okay.
Right there. Now, Mega Blaziken. I don't know. I'm indifferent on this one.
It's not in the S tier like regular Blaziken is for me. It's still good. Maybe at the back of A.
Okay. I do like Espeon a little more, so.
Yeah. I would definitely choose it over Monferno.
Yeah.
So yeah, that feels like a good placement.
Now Mega Swampert. A big burly boy. I like him a lot. I'm not gonna go S tier.
No, I'm thinking A is still good.
I mean,
maybe right up there with Swampert.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I like him more than Froakie though.
After Froakie,
yeah,
good.
Right there.
Yeah,
and we did it. Surprisingly, we've ranked any and all of the Pokemon starters, beginning to end. We got all the niche ones in, so don't you worry. But I like the list. Is there anything we want to change potentially, or are we good here? Because I think it looks pretty damn good. Yeah.
Can you scroll up to the S tier?
Yeah.
That's a pretty damn good S tier, I would say.
Pat on the back for that. We did pretty damn good.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So, get a good look at our list. Let us know what you think. Did we make the right choice? Did we leave out your favorite Pokemon from the S tier? Let us know in the comment section down below. And if you want, join our Discord where we can talk about this more, because we're always in there. Links to everything in the video description down below. But as of right now, this has been yet another great episode of our Rank series here on the cutting board. I've been Kalo, joined by John Hansen.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Comment down below what you think, and leave a like, and catch you on the next one.
We'll see you guys next time.
Today's video and want more content just like this? Consider subscribing to Game Sandwich for all your news, rumors, and reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.